Wait, and this here. I mean, the footer is in the middle of that. Don't ask me why that is the case. But I'll just make it big enough, then it's good. Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna talk about the Solandy asset recovery tool. Yes, cause since I last made a video about that, it has changed. And I just want to go through those changes such that you know what's happening and how to use it. This video comes to you in 3 parts. In the last part, I'm gonna tell you about all the features that it has and how to use them and what are the use cases for them. Before that, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know and settings that you need to do. So you wanna watch that before you complain that stuff is not working. And even before that, we're gonna go to Twitter. Still refusing to call it X. And we're gonna follow this account because this is the account. Yes, I've designed this myself. Where does that come from? I don't know. This is the Twitter account for this tool. So if you have any questions or concerns or just need help, DM this one, not me, please. Also, follow it. Gotta look better for the hackathon submission. But anyway, just saying that up front. If you have questions, @solrecovery. That's the account. Moving on to the thing that you really need to know. Before you get started with using this tool, you want to set up a different RPC. Because this page is very resource intensive. We're doing a lot of calls, a lot of RPC calls, and even very resource intensive RPC calls. So you want to have your own RPC. How do you get one? Well, Helios. You go to helios.dev, click start building, you connect your wallet. See, I think that's the wallet that I have in there. Let me check. Ending in 94. Yeah, so we see the RPC I'm using is just at its limit. And that's why this tool is just not working for you if you don't connect your own one. But when you connect your wallet then, you got some more credits and just go to RPC, copy that. Yes, I'm publicly sharing this again. And you don't need to verify an email address or something. A free RPC is enough if you're the only one using it. Just if everybody uses it, then it doesn't work. All you gotta do is click add cluster. You give it your name, your personal RPC. The endpoint, that's the URL, the RPC URL, including the API key. And you select the network. It's not that important. That's just for Explorer stuff. But select mainnet and save. And then you want to click on that one that you just created such that it says your personal RPC up here. Because that way stuff will actually work. Hopefully. Cool. And with that set up, we can actually have a look at the new features that we have. Yeah, I've moved it around. The clusters is the first one now here. So, account. This is nothing new. You want to connect your wallet, your bricked wallet, right? So I have my bricked wallet in Solflare. I just connect. Cool, my wallet is bricked. And now down here, I can select a second wallet. That's my safe wallet, the one that is not bricked, the one where only I have the private key and I didn't sign any transactions that compromised my wallet. So that's the safe wallet. Let's say this is in my Phantom, and then we can recover our stuff as normal in this wallet. Unfortunately, I don't have anything, but here you would see your NFTs, your stake accounts, your token accounts. Wow, where did that come from? Kind of want to sell that. Actually, I'm gonna do the Solflare one. I'm gonna connect with Solflare and with Phantom. And the important thing is just that they're different wallets, like Solflare and Phantom, Phantom and Backpack, whatever, right? You can't have the same one because you can't have 2 public keys in one wallet at the same time. The wallets don't support that because that's not a usual use case, because all of what we're doing here is not the usual thing, right? Because usually you don't have a bricked wallet. This is also not a bricked wallet now, but let's pretend it was. So I have some bonk on this wallet now. We can recover and hopefully it then opens my wallets. I just might have a bug here. Testing in production. That's how we do. There we go. That looks better. This works now. Wonderful. Just a hot fix. So the cool thing is now when we sign with our bricked wallet, we see we lose that bonk and we can approve that. But then we sign with our safe wallet. This is now also the fee payer. And here we see we receive the bonk. So that's pretty cool. And actually, you know what would be even cooler if I first were to sign with this one? Hold on, I can make my tool even cooler. Again, deploying straight to production. That's how I do. I just wanted to make a short video to give you an update, and now that's my life. And we wait again. But now, I've got the both wallets connected. I hit recover, and first comes my fee payer wallet where we see this is what we get. We even get the token account worth of Sol from here because I apparently already have bonk or something. And then I confirm this, and then I will need to sign the other one with my bricked wallet where it tells me, oh, I'm losing that bonk. So we see it just transfers from one to the other. And if I approve both, then the transaction is being sent. And hopefully, if the Solana gods and congestion let me actually confirm, we get a confirmed transaction. And we can look at that. And all that happens is we signed with both wallets and the bonk is transferred from here to here back to my safe wallet. And the same, of course, also works for NFTs and stake accounts. For NFTs, apparently you need to have a Helios RPC though to see other assets. But yeah, that's the account tab. Another thing on this, the sol is permanently lost if you have a bricked wallet. Wait, let's connect the actual bricked wallet. If you have an actual bricked wallet, that sol is permanently lost. The send here just exists for pure spite. Actually, if it's a bricked wallet, I should disable the send. I will add this as a feature later maybe to make this button disabled, but I still need it for demo purposes in a second, so I'll keep it. But anyway, the point is, if you try to recover your sol, you can't. If the wallet is bricked, you can't. Let me reiterate that 3 more times. You can't get the sol back. Don't ask me how to get the sol back because you can't. I just don't like answering the same questions 200 times because people just don't pay attention to what I say in my videos because they're way too long. I'm sorry. Okay. Good. But anyway, that covers pretty much all we have here at the accounts page. There's one more feature that has been here but can now be used productively. And that is the brick operation. Now, bricking your wallet will make your wallet unusable. Well, not quite. There is still this tool that makes it somewhat usable, but you can't like normally use your wallet again. That's what got you here in the first place. That's why I built this tool, such that you can work with bricked wallets. But whenever you need to pay something, then you can't use your wallet anymore. Now, why is this interesting? We can use this actually to our advantage in case our private key got leaked and we expect some airdrops or some claims. How do we do that? Well, first, we brick our own wallet that is still unbricked, but we brick it in a way where we can unbrick it, but the attacker who has the private key from us cannot. Let's do that. I just hit brick, and again, there is some warning text that my partner wrote. Be careful. You will only be able to unbrick it with your safe wallet. Okay, I have access to the safe wallet because I connected it down here. So I'm gonna say brick. And what's happening here is, oh, this is really cool. This is really well implemented by my colleague. I remove all of the sol that I don't need and the rest I need for a token account. I never looked at that myself. Oh, this is so fun. I transferred the sol. Ha! So I even get some sol back, so I confirm this. And then here, with this wallet I need to sign because that's the actual leaked wallet. There I lose all of my sol though. Okay, so I approve. Let's see if the Solana gods are in our favor. Yes. And we are using the token program to create a token account, basically a wrapped sol token account, just so we don't need to deploy our own program. We were thinking about deploying our own program, but first of all, that costs some sol. And secondly, currently it's really difficult to deploy programs because it's just so congested and it takes a bunch of transactions to deploy a program. So we decided against it. Plus, using the token program. The token program is immutable, so we are sure that that's not changed, and you can be sure that that's not changed. It's not our program that has control of your wallet then, it's the token program. So it's all safe, no risk on us. Yeah, so basically we brick the wallet, we now see it's bricked, and that is the wallet that can unbrick it. And only if you have this wallet can you unbrick it, which means the attacker, even though they have your private key, cannot do certain things with your wallet. And it's all the things that you can also not do if you have an actual bricked wallet. For instance, claim and airdrop a certain one, like we saw with Jupiter. Remember when I tried to claim that Jupe airdrop, but it didn't work with bricked wallets? That we now use to our advantage. So if you have a Jupe allocation, but it's not claimable yet, but your private key got leaked or your seed phrase got stolen, you can brick your own wallet and thereby save that allocation. And we'll get to how you then get to that allocation in a second. But this can be very helpful. This is exactly what you want to do if you have a wormhole allocation, but your private key got leaked. Maybe you want to do that. But then at the same time, how do I make sure that you are the first to do that and not the attacker does it for all the wallets that they stole? I can't, really? You have the advantage because you are watching my videos, and if you're the attacker, then you are mother. Stop stealing private keys of people. But anyway, I can't do, the people who contacted me and my friends, I was telling them before I make this public video, so they already have their wallets bricked. It's always a game between the attacker and the whitehead guys, always one-upping each other, and at some, I cannot help everyone because some of you are also freaking ill-intentioned. And this is the whole, it's a struggle of my freaking existence. But I still think that overall education will hopefully help. Can't be sure. But anyway, so this is a feature that we have in there, the brick and unbrick, to save your wallet in case your private key got leaked. But if you leaked your private key, then something is wrong in the first place anyway. Then you're operating way too risky. Don't freaking leak your private keys or let your wallets be bricked. But if you did, then use this tool to try and recover at least a bit of it. Cool, but that's all that we have on the accounts page. Now moving to transactions, because that's where a lot of stuff has changed. Like a lot. First, we have the same stuff with you have to connect two wallets. Wait, let me show you the page, how it looks like without any wallet connected. So you have to connect two different wallets. Again, they should be different wallets, a different combination of wallets, such that you can have two different private keys, because it won't work if you have the same public key. So you connect your bricked wallet with one wallet, and you connect your non-bricked wallet with another wallet, and then it shows you the next step. As we discussed in a previous video where I went through this, you can use this transactions page to submit any kind of transaction. This can be used to get funds out of protocols. For instance, we've seen Camino or Parcel. And the way it works is just that it uses the second wallet as the fee payer for the transaction that the first wallet signs. So again, we will sign with both of them. Do we have a good example? I already know what I'm gonna do. Let's say with my bricked wallet, and whether I bricked it myself or somebody else bricked it doesn't really matter in this case. I'd like to do a swap. Gonna send half of that, whatever that is, and why ever I have that, to the leaked wallet, which I now can't do anymore because it's bricked. Okay, see, that is why there's this unbrick feature, which lets you unbrick such that it becomes a regular wallet again. And you only need to sign with a safe wallet. You don't need to sign with a leaked wallet in this case. And then it should hopefully be a regular wallet again. So now that it's unbricked, there we go. Now just all the sol is gone and I can actually send there. Wonderful. I mean, yeah, Solana is a bit tired at the moment and everybody hates it. Even the Solana haters. I'm sure they have a reason to hate Solana. Please just send it. Unable to send, but did the transaction go through anyway? Yes, cool. Now that we did that, we can brick it again. Sign with this wallet. Sign with this wallet. And confirmation times are a bit slow. I bricked now? Yeah, it's bricked. Wonderful. We go to Jupiter and we connect our bricked wallet. And let's say we were to want to, whatever that is, swap it for Sol, because we ain't got, although, no, I wouldn't recommend swapping it for Sol actually, because Sol goes to the attacker if your wallet is actually bricked. So you probably don't want to do that. So in this case, I'm gonna use USDC, because dollar values. And then I swap, and then will tell me, well, you don't even have any like funds to pay for this, right? I mean, I can say I trust this, but nothing is gonna happen if I do that, I think. It would be weird if something were to happen, because this account cannot actually sign. This account cannot pay for fees. We know this from working with bricked accounts, that we can't send transactions with the bricked account. But what if I still want to do that? Well, glad you asked. Transaction not confirmed. It just doesn't work. What we can do is use the trick of connecting with Solflare and checking out the payload. They've recently changed it to base 64 and also added the signatures in front. That's why all these zeros here, this is just an empty signature. And that's the remaining transaction. So we can copy that and paste it in our recovery tool with our bricked wallet connected right here. That will then decode the transaction and show us all of the instructions. And then we can do a bunch of really cool things. And this is all new, that's why I'm telling you. And I'm a bit excited about it because I love it. So first of all, we can remove instructions if we're like, I don't want you to do that. And we can also add instructions. For instance, if we ourselves bricked it, then we can add an unbrick instruction. But we'll get to that later. Now, usually this should also show me a simulation. Get multiple accounts is limited to 5. I see. So in this case, my quick note is letting me down again. And the cool thing is also, I could change those values. I can put in different accounts. For instance, if you enter a receiving token account, but your associated token account got compromised by an attacker as well. I've seen a lot of things that happens in the transaction where they brick your wallet. They might also steal your associated token accounts and assign themselves as the owner for them. And then whenever you receive those tokens, they actually receive those tokens. So again, damn. And then you don't want to use that token account anymore. So you want to specify another one. So you can do that. But here we see there is a create token account. We create for USDC, we create an account. That's done for us. And then we interact with the Jupiter program. Unfortunately, my RPC is at its limit, so I can't really show you, but I'm gonna try all my RPCs. One of them is gonna work, hopefully. Yeah, with this one it works. That's the one I got from Cheeto. Thank you, Cheeto. I guess to get all the features from this tool, you really need a paid RPC. It's crazy. Because if the RPC supports that, we can do transaction simulations plus query the account changes, so we see what happens on the individual accounts even before we send that transaction, which is like super handy because that's essentially what you're going for, right? And we can see if we execute that in the way we have it here, we get all the way to success from the Jupiter program, which was the last instruction. So with putting in the transaction here and not even changing anything else, we can even execute it. That's pretty cool. And then there's stuff like you could add extra instructions for creating a token account for that wallet, because sometimes you need that and you can't pay for it with a bricked wallet. So if we add it like this, then we pay it with our safe wallet. We pay the token account for that wallet, which doesn't need to be writable or even sign in that case. And that's the token. So we can add instructions like that. If we did that, then that would not work anymore. Simulation would fail because that account already exists. So what we can do is just remove that instruction again, and then the simulation should also update and we get all the way to success again. So let's do it. Let's actually send that transaction. And we will first sign with our fee payer. We pay for a token account and one transaction. I confirm this. And then we sign with our bricked wallet. And here we see we lose those, but we gain those. So the swap seems to work. I approve. And does the transaction go through? We have the signature here as well. I'm gonna copy that just in case. And the result will be, I'm gonna manually query. Yeah, success. Bunch of accounts in here. I don't need to know how all of that works. I can just copy it in and we see we lose this, we gain this. Pretty sweet. Now that, of course, is now again in our account, but I could, using the tool again, recover that. Oh, for this one, I again need a different RPC, I guess. There, I could recover that. I have 0 of those, but I have 76 USDC now, which I could recover. Or I could have even specified a different account, but not sure if that would have worked. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any airdrops to claim anymore with any of my wallets that I could showcase how I would do it with a bricked wallet, and that the wallet itself can't claim it, but I need to unbrick it and then claim, and I can do that in the same transaction. But let's pretend for a second, let's pretend that, I don't know, I had more Sol on this wallet. Yeah, that it will allow. I can still send Sol there because it exists. Phantom still doesn't check for that. I am sending to a token account now though. But yeah, fine. So now we can see in the account as well, I have 0.01, which if it was a real bricked account, this would be lost to the attacker. But it's not a real bricked, it's just mine. And that's why I still want that send here. Because let's say I wanted to send, doesn't really matter where, 0.01, yeah, send a 0.01 back, and I send that. This will of course not work, but I can copy the payload now, hehe. That's why I like having that button enabled. And then if I go to transactions and I paste that, now this is the fun part, right? Because obviously I can't send from this bricked wallet. The transaction will also tell me invalid program argument must not carry data, because that's the way I bricked it. I made it a token account. In a real bricked wallet, it would tell you cannot spend funds from an account it doesn't own or something like that. So this doesn't work. But let's pretend this was the airdrop, or this was the claim. Part of the claim is a system program transaction where it transfers to some new account. And that fails. And that is the reason why the attacker can also not claim when you bricked your own wallet, where you leaked the private key. And so nobody can claim unless you add the unbrick instruction, and you might add some extra Sol to be able to pay for that account. But in our case, we don't need to, so I'll just add 0. So then I add those two instructions. This is the transfer from that wallet to that wallet. I transfer 0. And then this one is the instruction to the token program, and that's a close instruction. And we close this account. This is the wallet that gets the fees, and this is the wallet that signs. So with those instructions added, if we now look at the simulation, oh, look at that, insufficient Lamberts. Why? True, because if we close that account, then obviously there's nothing on that wallet anymore, so we also can't spend anything. So actually I was wrong. I would need to do that again. Let me delete those two and actually add 0.01 Sol. Add that. So now here I'm transferring 0.01 Sol. The rest stays the same. And that means that now there is sufficient funds on that account, and that will then end up in success. That's so fun. And pretending that down here would be the claim, then we could also pay for the claim because the wallet works normally again. And since we do all of that in the same transaction, there is no time for the attacker to claim after we unbricked. So we can unbrick, claim at the same time, and then we're sure to have it. Although it might still be in our wallet that the attacker also owns. So we might also want to add an instruction for transferring it out, or hopefully in the instruction where we claim, specify a different token account that we already own. And how would we specify another token account, or in this case, specify another receiver? Let's see. System program transfer is first the signer, then the receiver. So also here, signer and receiver. This one is a signer in this case, but it doesn't have to be. Let's say I were to send to somewhere completely different. Oh, let's make it a joke, to my April Fool's joke wallet. I can specify another account here and it should still work. Then we see the April Fool's wallet before has so many and afterwards has so many. So 0.1 sol go to that wallet. And that's just a simulation, but does it actually work? Let's try. Well, first I need to remember to close this because software won't allow you to have two open. The safe wallet gets back the 0.002 for the token account because we closed that. Confirm. And the bricked wallet, well, not much changes, but I approve anyway. And I get a signature verification fail. Why did I get a signature verification fail? Maybe because this one was put in as a signer even though it wouldn't need to be. But I guess that's on me. I could also have already here when I send to put in a different destination then that's not a signer. And then I copy this payload to work with this payload, which again will not work. But then we add the instructions to Unbrick and then it will work. And again, April Fool's. And here, this is just writable, so it's hopefully put in the transaction correctly now. So if we now send that, sign with the fee payer wallet, and then sign with the bricked or leaked wallet, then it actually sends. Woohoo! This is so fun. I love this tool. This tool is great. Yeah, I love my own work. That's fine. If I wouldn't like what I do, I wouldn't do it. But the question is, does the transaction also confirm? No, it doesn't. No! Why? Solana letting me down again. Damn it. Well, could have just been because... Oh, now it is confirmed. Ha! Okay, now. Took a while. It just takes a while. But now, ha! There we go. Wonderful. It's just very slow. It's just very slow right now. By the way, this tool has a retry logic. We are retrying transactions here. Like if it doesn't land, we are retrying. That's also why it's very RPC intensive. So have your own RPC. Connect your private one. And now this account does not exist anymore because again, we closed it. So we unbricked it. So it's now at 0 Lamperts. But anyway, looking at that transaction, it basically does what we said it would do. We signed with the leaked key pair that was previously bricked, but then is not. And then from here, we sent 0.01 sol to the April Fool's wallet. It just works. We could just swap that around. Isn't that cool? Freaking amazing, I would say. Yeah, and that way you can also, you know, claim your airdrops with wallets that you leaked. But really, you should just be more careful and not leak your private key. And also not sign transactions that brick your wallet, where you lose all your sol. Guys, be more careful, please. But if you weren't careful and got yourself in a not so nice situation, hopefully this tool provides at least a little bit of a band-aid on your bleeding. I mean, come on guys, just come on. Come on. But yeah, I hope that this video gave you an update on what the Solana asset recovery tool can do now. Lots of cool features. Potentially there will be new features in the future as well. Let me know what you would like this tool to be able to do. And no, don't say claim the sol because that's not possible. But yeah, I mean, essentially you should be able to do pretty much anything with the transactions builder. I mean, maybe we add something like where you can add instructions from another transaction so you can keep pasting payload. That would be another feature I could think of. But yeah, I hope this tool was helpful for you, or this tool is helpful for you, or this tool will be helpful for you. But really, in an ideal world, this tool would be completely useless because nobody gets bricked or scammed or leaks their private key. But we are far from an ideal world, are we? But until we get there, here I am, trying to fight that fight. And with that, one more reminder to follow this guy, subscribe to this guy, and if you can't get the tool to work, but you watched the entire video, you now have my permission to DM at sol_recovery on X. And I might or might not respond to you. And please say what the actual issue is and don't just say, can you help me? Because I will not respond to questions like that. I spend a lot of time responding to people and it just stresses me. So I gotta be mindful with my own time. And this whole thing stresses me. Why are there so many scammers out there? I don't know. But anyway, I'm trying my best. That's all I can do. Oh, and before I forget, huge shout out to Rhythm. He basically developed all of those tools. And he's currently working on more. Like the add instruction things, they'll probably look different by the time this video comes out than they did in this video. Just because he keeps working on this tool. But yeah, I'm not gonna re-record the video. And stuff will change. Like, that's good. That's good. Man, I appreciate you. You're bringing this tool forward. Without you, we wouldn't have all those nice features. So thank you very much for helping me with this. Anyway, Rodrigo, thank you. Cause credit where credit is due. Give him a follow. Like his posts. He only got 120 followers. Come on, guys. Still more than this tool, but we got 23 already. We'll get there. And watch some other videos around here. Yeah, just stay safe out there. Don't lose all your funds to scammers.